There is that. Oh my God. Jesus is Lord. Oh my God. That's a little loud, isn't it? I tell you, in John 17:48, Jesus is Lord. I mean, that's a good intro. Results oriented. Woofy. Oh my God. What are we doing? Okay, one more, because I have some more beer left. So let's do this one. Now, I've been trying to think of this woman's name. These women's names. I can't. It's something. All I know is these women's are like, oh my God, this feminism shit is bullshit. Yay. Oh my God. Go ahead.
How did you become a non-feminist woman?
Honestly, it started when I was in my undergrad. Because obviously I just trying.
She's a ginger and a Canadian. That sounds churchy. Oh my God, Jesus coming down from heaven. Let's listen to the girls here, because we're evil men.
I'm trying to think of the best way to phrase it here.
No.
I started my undergrad in psychology. And so, I started off my first few courses. They were talking about general theory of psychology, things like that. But then I started to get into classes that focused on, feminist psychology and things like that. And as I was reading about the tenets that were involved in feminism.
She was reading about the bullshit. She didn't know. Church of Feminism. And the sacrament is killing those babies. Yeah, well, there's
feminist psychology. I was like, this sounds like nonsense. It
sounds like bullshit.
Absolutely does not reflect my experiences at all.
Indeed, yes.
Lots of talk about
turn up the girls here.
Wait,
excuse me. Let me throw that patriarchy out. We don't allow women to speak around here because we're evil. What'd you say? But she's a ginger. Come on.
Women having shared experiences of victimization and such.
God,
and it was just like, oh boy, I don't like that.
Yeah.
So that was when it.
No, I wonder if our previous guest would, I don't know, maybe agree with her perception of reality. No, I don't believe I'm a victim. Is that what she said? Oh my. Oh no. I'm a victim! Sounds like that new Beetlejuice movie. Yeah, have you seen that? That looks pretty good. Fucking Michael Keaton's right back in there. So, Beetlejuice 3 times, and then everything gets crazy. Oh my God.
Started. kind of in the same time frame was actually when I started to notice men's issues more often. And so I actually got involved in the men's rights community on Reddit.
I think she's one of the honey badgers, but God damn if I can think of her name. But she's cute and everything.
And
I like
through that, I actually came to get to know several other people involved in men's rights.
Karen Strawn and Dr. Randomer. Yes, perfect.
Was actually on Honey Badger Radio for quite some time.
Yep.
So yeah, I've had lots of different involvement in.
Called it, Rose.
Called
it. I've seen the light, baby. There you go. C. C major.
The subjects.
So yeah, I mean, you are much bigger in anti-feminism than I am. I am probably the worst anti-feminist person in that I don't consume
because you don't have red hair. Oh my God! Stop it. Allison has red hair. What? I didn't know that. My brothers, welcome. John 58:75 says, "Thou shalt be more redheads, and God said it's good." Oh my God!
Feminist material much, so I don't know who anyone is. It's terrible.
It's not water anymore, boys. Well, it's sort of water, but it starts out as water.
I actually should, but
oh my God,
I just don't.
Oh no.
I probably consume more feminist material than anti-feminist, which is strange, but yeah,
I get it. You kind of have to keep on top of what is being said, right?
I don't know. I need to change my.
I wish I could find who this person is. Oh my God. Yeah. There you go. If Brandon would just buy me breakfast, everything would be fine.
Algorithms or something, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's
so. Do you believe that we live in a patriarchy in the West?
I'm going to think of her name eventually.
No, I absolutely don't. Okay. I think that the whole underlying theme of patriarchy revolves around male power. And, I don't know if anybody else has been paying attention, but I feel like the focus has been on anything but men's power lately. And in fact,
could be a baseball game. Root beers and hot dogs. I guess the baseball park is a church. Well, sort of.
Seemed much more about tearing down men as far as I'm concerned. We have examples of cultures in the world that much more closely resemble the patriarchy that many feminists talk about. And it's nothing like Western communities. And so half the time whenever people say we live in a patriarchy, I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. So
crazy pills, yes.
Yeah, people often point to like Middle Eastern culture
crazy pills
as patriarchy.
Yeah.
And I suppose they are in the term.
I'm coming to get you now.
Yeah, but I think even within those societies, I don't think that men are oppressing women.
Rusty.
Yes, they have social structures that give men certain.
Seems like there's a blockage there, huh? It seems like somebody doesn't know their privilege. After all, it's invisible like a fish in water. They don't know any. Oh my God. Go on.
Power and
through the girls' talk here for a bit.
It also gives women a certain amount of power, although no one likes to admit that. But
yeah, girls, they just don't have to look pretty. Whoa! What did you They're actually human beings. Yeah, I know. It's who subscribes to that fucking theory? Oh my god. Except for most of us. So there's humans, all that.
Women also have some power within those countries.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I think it's sorry.
And as they should. Do what you want with your life. Nobody disagrees with that, or very few people. Maybe some snake handlers up there in Oklahoma. But let's talk about the majority of people. Let's not go to the corner cases. Oh my God, no! Jesus loves you. It is the Sunday sermon with Hammerhand at 6:25 Eastern Time tonight. Yeah.
So no. But what were you gonna say?
I was going to say, I think it is more complicated than what a lot of people.
Yes. Because, for example, women
it's complicated.
in those countries, they are not held liable for a lot of things that they do. For example, okay, but they also don't have the freedom to do everything. I see that, but I mean, I've lived.
They don't have the responsibility of being a man. Oh my God! Even Allah says women should stay inside the home because we love them and we don't have to deal with them. I'm kind of impressed. This Yamaha is not bad. Is it the Yamaha? Oh, it is the Yamaha. Yeah. It kind of sounds like a pipe organ.
In the Middle East a little bit, and I've lived as an expat in the Middle East, so to speak. So I can't say that I've interacted, on the ground level with, but of course I know local people and so on. And I've heard a lot of stories and seen a lot of situations where women were quite abusive. And I mean, really abusive. I've met tons of abusive Arab women who.
List is in the, or rather, the link is in the description. I'm just kind of having fun here because I know who this person is and I can't remember her name. It's terrible.
Have done things to their husband. I've also met people who are expats, for example, in that setting, and because of the legal framework between men and women, where the wives have the husbands end up in jail for years and stuff because of things that the wife has done knowingly. You know
what the best decision I've ever made? In the last one day, got an 18-pack. Cold Pabst Blue Ribbon forever. Oh, it's not bad either. It's cheaper than the other one.
So what I want to say is that it's not just simple thing of men have all the power and women don't have power. Definitely women within those societies have power. It may not be the same.
Women have all the power. They've got a vagina and they got tits, and men want to be with them because we like them. They smell nice and they're cute. I mean, it's evolution, boys. Oh, yeah. I like that. A little bit of dissonance there. We like the girls because they smell nice and they're pretty. And that's oppression. I know.
They don't have the same power, but they have power. Yeah. They don't have the same exact powers, but it's not a situation where men are towering over women. I know that.
And women have different powers than men. Mostly with respect to their women. I know.
Everyone likes to paint it like that, and we like to think it's like that, but I really don't think it's like that. But
yeah, my husband actually lived for 2 years over in Saudi Arabia as well, actually. So he's got some experience.
And what would he say?
Those cultures as well.
What would he say?
Well, one of the things that I found very striking actually was, how the women talked about their experiences, right? Like it's like, oh well, gosh, we wouldn't want to live in Western cultures where women have to work, and have to do all these.
They aren't privileged. I'm sure you're gonna have to delete this.
Other things, no, thank you.
Yeah,
and it's hardly an oppressed situation.
Right, because what you have to remember.
Talk about their.
Oh yeah, no, go ahead. Yeah. Sorry,
I was gonna say many men talk about lag. I get it.
I cut off people all the time.
I bet in the Muslim world, and actually, I had a girlfriend in high school, Mary Jane, who lived in Saudi Arabia. Her dad was a Air Force guy or something. And women, there are some, shall we say, religious things, rules in the religion, in the Muslim religion. But there are always some benefits. I never hear about that. Women shall be taken care of. Women don't have to fucking do the hard work. Women stay at home and they get all the fucking goodies. When the Muslim guys come home, they hand their paycheck to the woman. She's in charge of the home. He is in charge of shit. Muslim man just goes to work every day to hand his paycheck to his wife and his kids. His legacy. But of course, women are oppressed everywhere. Oh my God. Because that's the way it is. Because the evil patriarchy's in shit.
It's terrible. So here you go.
Like there's no rights. That women don't have any rights in the Islamic community. What the fuck is wrong with you? Of course they do. Come on. He works. He brings the money home to her. She takes care of the house and the children. Unassailable in the Islamic world. That's it. You think she has no power? Come on now, guys. Come on. Come on now.
Yeah.
So many of the men talk about their women like they're protecting like precious jewels and things like that, right?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
It's just a different cultural situation.
Right.
Why would we do that if we didn't care about women? If we didn't love them and want to be with them? We just wanted to use them for their services. Come on now. Jesus. Yeah, men will use women for their services, but they're not the ones they're going to marry. How hard is this for modern women to understand? Just because a guy wants to fuck you doesn't mean he wants to love you forever. Do you? How hard is this? How hard is this? I'm not saying it's right. It's evil and cruel. But what the fuck are you talking about? Of course, women, Islamic women, have privilege and power over their men. What's the matter with you? Anyway, I'm sorry. Whatever her name is, you go.
It's not as simple as men oppressing women, having all the power that these narratives often talk about, right?
Yeah. And the societies are a little bit.
Men must, under Islam, care for their family, women and children. Must do that. And of course, if he doesn't, what happens to him? You don't even want to know what happens to him if he doesn't. Let's not talk about that, though.
Bit more divided along class lines. So that's also a big thing that people don't consider. With a lot of classism and thing, the women definitely don't see themselves as oppressed. Not by men.
She has nice hair, though. I like that.
By class, there's class oppression.
They both do, I guess.
In that sense, yes.
Pressing the women.
Feel oppressed. But okay, so no patriarchy here in the West. Okay, what are your thoughts on traditional gender roles?
Well, I think, I think that there are certain things that people just naturally tend towards. Everybody likes to say that, oh, gender roles are social constructions or whatever they like to say about it. But
it could be that gender roles are evolutionary. Sweetheart, whatever your name is, the redhead. Could be that evolution weeded out the people who didn't want to do that. And somehow we've survived as a species for 100 and some thousand years. I wonder why the Jewish people wrote down the Torah, the 5 books of the Bible, the first ones. Was it a oppression against women? Or was it, we've been through 100,000 years of experience, and this is the way we can go to survive? Just wonder, is that the case?
There are things that, there are biological underpinnings towards, right? I think it is a natural thing that on the aggregate, more women tend to, want to be in that more motherly role versus, men wanting to necessarily be in the stay-at-home parent role, right? It's just a common,
Well, that's the thing, because women expect men to go out and fucking slay the dragon, bring home the paycheck, and she's going to care for the kids. But God damn it. No, men are equal under the law. Yeah, but we have different roles. So whatever you think, but men should do the diaper changing and the man, and women should go out and work. That's fine. If you want to agree to that, sure. But for 150,000 years, and remember, that was pretty good. Only in the last 50 or 60 years of human development, over fucking hundreds of thousands of years, I'll just leave you to that. Figure that out for yourself. Last 50 years is right, but the rest of the 100 and some thousand years is wrong. Got it.
Aggregate thing, right? And you can say that there are certain like social things that influence that, but I do think there are certain natural biological things that influence that, right? Like, say, for example, breastfeeding. And
she's evil. She's evil. Why does she hate womankind? She's a redhead.
An infant generally relies on its mother's milk or formula or whatever for the first 6 months.
Yes, and how does the woman produce milk? 100,000 years ago. How did that happen? Oh, I bet the man went out and slayed the fucking dragon to bring home the dragon body so they could all eat. I know. It's insane. How does this happen? I don't know. I guess talk to Charles Darwin, I guess.
Of life. And
longer.
So,
much longer. I wouldn't say only 6 months. When you're breastfeeding, well, I breastfed.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah. When women get pregnant, they start, trust me, I know. It's his ex-wife. Yeah. Yeah. They start juicing. You know what I'm saying? They're like big old melons up there. Oh my God. Stop it. It's crazy. It's almost like nature designed us for this. I know that's fucked up because, it's not, my God.
My kids, on average, till 4 years. I know I sound like a weirdo, but I did.
I bet God developed this, or nature, or something. Who knows? And let's just go against God because I'm a feminist. Good luck with that. Good luck.
I'm actually still
right. I think what they say is standard is 2 years. So I would and yeah, I'm a widow for 2024. But if we go back historically, I'm pretty sure that was normal. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and
it was normal for hundreds of thousands of years. I saw Aldwick in the chat. Aldwick, oh my God, good to see you. Brandon is here. There's no Bugatti. No Bugatti. They didn't have Bugattis, but they had a Ramadi, a Godfather, with a bad microphone. All right, you fucks. Link is in the chat description. She has an avatar. God damn it, I can't remember her name, but I'll find it. I'll post it on the community chat. But she's pretty good. I mean, she's still a modern woman. You know, I mean, she's not this crazy. You know what I'm saying? Not the crazy. Kind of crazy. Just maybe a little bit. Just enough crazy to be crazy. And shit. And stuff. But Honey Badgers Radio, you got Allison, you got Karen, you got Dr. Randabercam, you got the Mexican dude who is I guess the leader of the show, and this woman and other women, including Lauren, who is Mike's girlfriend, Dr. Randabercam, and she is fucking hot as hell. God damn it. Why do you objectify women? Why? Well, I was on a stream with her on Election Day in 2022, so I think, maybe it's just like, I think she's cool. You know? She's good looking and smart. I guess that's bad? Yes, it is. All right, you evil fucks. I'll see you later. It's amazing what, 8 cans of Pabst Blue Ribbon can do to you. Oh, my. Go have fun. Have a wonderful day, and God bless, guys. See ya. Bye-bye.